in a similar way?
Based on description.
One lets you speak to the animals. One lets you command them.
No,
This
it
one
says
says
command and commune.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
and
it says
commune.
commune. Out of character, I would assume yes. In character, we have no fucking clue. Hence why I'm saying it might pay to see what it would cost to get another one, just in case. Because
I don't remember where you got that potion.
yeah, because again,
When we robbed the
we-
magic shop.
we as
Oh,
characters don't have
I
a
believe-
lot of experience with potions.
really? Get it from the magic shop?
I think so. I think that's where we got a
From
bunch of
one of
potions,
the
wasn't
one
it?
of the chests, probably. We'll be
Did you
thinking
get
of it.
a better token at any point?
Looks
Hey,
like
what?
looks like we're live again as well.
A feather token.
A feather token.
At least I don't have that.
Yes,
I'm not
yes,
sure
you
if,
are alive again.
I'm not sure if any of the others do.
Have what?
Do not
No, it's-
remember.
A feather token.
You grabbed all the shit and put it in the bag of holding from memory.
I just have for this potion
yeah,
because all
out
the
of
potions
out
were
of
handed
character,
to me.
yes, that would let you commune with animals.
Okay.
Is it in character? We don't know.
Well, in character, you've got the item. It's a magic potion. Obviously, you got it from a magic shop. You would trust what it says.
I can identify it if needed, or one of us can make a check.
Yeah, make a check. Give me an Arcana check.
I'll
You're the highest
vote.
arcana.
We're not going who's got the highest. We're going
Damn
who's
it.
holding the potion.
I was handing it over to Ivar for him to identify. it.
Ivar, give me an
Does
Arcana
it-
check.
Does the identification monocle even work on potions?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Sure, I will look over the potion.
Okay, you spend the next 10 minutes staring at the potion.
So the monocle has done fuck all for me.
And it is a potion of animal scent. When you drink this potion, you will gain the uncanny ability to command and commune with animals, gaining advantage on all animal handling checks.
Ah, there we go.
Do you relay this information?
Yeah. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Oh, I'm just
I'll
Fine.
flick you in the forehead if you don't shut up.
What, Mississippi?
Right. This potion will let us commune with them. I can make it easier as well.
Potion does have
Command them.
chunks of fish, what looks to be a tongue, a cat claw, and squirrel hair in it.
Damn, why are you being weird?
I'm just describing it. You asked. You said you wanted to know what it looked like.
God damn
You said
it.
you wanted to know what it was.
Well, that certainly makes that easier. I suppose then we should probably leave this be for now and see if we can't find a butcher or something, just get some meat.
One of us go quickly get something from the butcher, and I guess we decide among us who will talk to the owls.
Well,
Do you think they would have anything next door?
I don't know, but if you want, we've got the sending stone, so I can stay here with someone. Just keep an eye out, and then the other two can go and try and find some meat, and then if we hear anything from upstairs, at least then we have a way of contacting each other.
I'll head off.
I'll come
It's-
Either
with.
one.
To split the party.
Oh no.
This
I'm
is what
going
he's
to
wanted
hand the
do,
potion to Cassian for now.
Noted.
It has been split.
But Drachma's the one good with animals.
Yeah,
Well,
we
I'm
can-
just handing it to
say,
Cassian for now.
we
I'm not
haven't-
force feeding
I'm
him.
just
Say,
saying.
we
I'm
haven't
joking.
discussed that yet. We need to get all the pieces of our plan before we.
I said we'll
attempt
discuss
anything.
it when. in a minute.
Alright. Ivar and Orion, I guess. I don't know who's going.
Yeah.
It's Ivar.
I said I was
Anyone
going.
with
yeah.
Ivar? Okay, Ivar and
Me.
Orion. Where are you going? What are you doing? Who you being?
Should we
Where you
check
been?
next door first? Because it's their job.
Save us the walk. We'll head into the string bean or whatever it's called again.
That's a vegetable.
Thin bean, I think.
The thin bean is a tavern.
The thin bean. Ah,
Right, you
yeah.
head into the thin bean. Julius, sorry, I
green
mean
bean?
Julius Jeech since we're forgetting all the names. Julius gives you a bit of a look as you walk in, gives you a nod.
We may have identified the source of your bird issue.
And have you gotten rid of the fox?
Working on it. Don't suppose you have any raw meat we can use?
Raw meat. I've
What
got
make you
scraps and fat trimmings. Would that do?
How much do you have in the way of scraps?
Maybe a bucket's worth. The last 3 days. Normally gets fed out to the hounds.
Sounds good. Unfortunately,
Is
the
that
hounds
gonna
will have to
be
miss out.
enough, or
He gives you a nod. Goes back towards the kitchen area, and a couple minutes later comes back with a bucket full of fat trimmings and meat trimmings, and
the
has a
offcuts?
distinct little rottening smell to it. It's slowly getting rotten. Hasn't reached that point yet, though.
This is a start.
Well, here you
Thank you.
go.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck then. 100 gold for you if you can get rid of the pest.
We'll do our best. Unfortunately, we think your neighbor might be dead.
Fuck. He was a good fella, Howden. Lumberjack.
His house
Always used
was.
to bring us extra wood.
His house has been untouched for weeks.
Any idea what happened to him then?
We haven't found him.
Fuck.
You said he went out to the woods?
Well, yeah, he was a lumberjack. Used to bring us the wood in winter that we needed for our fires.
Something may have nabbed him.
Yeah, it's possible. Who knows what the fuck's out there in those woods?
Not many people do.
Siddle looks a bit confused. That was a rhetorical question. Best of luck.
And that was a rhetorical answer.
Good day.
Siddle scratches his head, is a bit confused. He's not the most intelligent man, I will say.
On the way back,
You've been gone
I've,
all of 5 minutes.
yeah, I know. I mean, while
It's
we're
3
walking back,
meters down the road.
I'm gonna talk to Ivar on the way back.
Oh, okay. Good roleplay. Go for it.
If
And you're there.
if he
Recommend.
went missing in the woods, do you think it could be related to what we saw?
The druids.
Yeah.
Dryads. Figure
Close
that's the
enough.
druids.
If he
Roger.
often cut down trees and stuff.
Well, these dryads, they attack the trees. Or at least the living one. Well, magically living one.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a chance that he might have got tangled up in that mess. I could be wrong, but
It's possible.
that's
It's not a bad hunch.
I hope the hunch is wrong.
If things are connected, we might figure them out sooner than later.
I guess that's true. And then we get back.
Oh no, you've been back for a while. You're just standing outside the front door.
Okay.
Just quickly, Caleb, looking through my spells. When we changed my class and you gave me augury, we never got back to talking. Would I have the components for casting this? We had a brief conversation about it, but we never decided if or what I would have.
I would say so. Yes, I would have said so.
In that case, while they've been gone, Cassian would have pulled out tokens. So I would assume, say, like a set of coins or something, like old coins from the old religion marked with symbols of various gods, probably predominantly Apollo. And depending on how far you're willing to let me push this, looking not so much for like a success or failure outcome, but like from a moral standpoint, like whether we're about like if this guy's alive, are we about to fuck with his shit? In terms of like good, like yes, he's dead, we're about to release some birds, or like bad, no, this guy's coming back, we're about to fucking just set his beast free.
So looking at it, there is wheel, woe, or nothing.
Yeah, and it looks like the outcome is as determined by you in terms of what happens, or if I cast it multiple times, there's a cumulative chance that it's random. So I'm asking whether like I need to inquire about a positive or negative result, or whether I can cast this looking for
okay.
like a moral result of like, is this morally the right thing to do, or is this a bad course of action for us to be taking from a like from where I sit in terms of morality and doing shit.
No worries. All right. Takes you a minute. You immerse yourself with your dice. We'll say you've got dice with some of the Helena's gods on them.
Yeah.
The symbols. Rolling them a couple of times, looking, divining. You get a warm feeling inside that you're on the right track. Probably a good thing what you're doing. Keep going.
Cool. And with that in mind, I will wait for the others to walk in before we further our conversation.
All right, the others walk in.
Did you find anything that might help us?
Some scraps from the tavern.
Hopefully it'll be enough. Where you've gone, I've tried to commune with my god in terms of trying to give us a direction. As far as I can tell, this is the right course of action, which probably implies that this guy's dead or not coming back. Still don't know what happened to him, but Paulo seems to be pointing that we are on the right path.
Julius mentioned that he was a lumberjack, and Orion pointed out that that may have connection to the Dryads, or whatever's going on in the forest.
Right. I suppose we try and deal with the birds first, and then once it's safer in here, we can try and have a look around here and see if we can get any indication of where he might have gone. Maybe even ask around. Once we finish this job, it might pay to see if we can't, at the very least, get an idea of if he went out somewhere, like whether he was taken here or whether he's in the woods somewhere. It just seems odd that if he went to the woods that he's left a meal half-eaten on the table. But yeah, first things
He
first.
seemed to, looking around, he seemed a clean fellow. I doubt
agree.
he would have left food out on the table.
I agree. First things first, I think we need to get the birds preferably into the woods, or hopefully we can convince them, or better yet, they may know something. If we can commune with them, they might be able to give us some information too, but at the very least try and see if we can convince them to return to the woods or the forests.
Who would be best communing with them?
Don't know. Drakmar seems to have a way with the horses. I myself, I'm not averse to animals, but can't say I've spent much time around them.
Drakmir was raised in the woods.
You okay
Was that
with
Drakmir clearing his throat, ready to talk? Do
That's me clearing my throat, trying to work out what to say.
you want us to wait a moment?
Yep.
Yep. Wait a second.
Wake up, Jeff. Everybody's singing. Jeff, it's time for the show.
I've mostly dealt with horses, but I'm willing to give it a shot.
Alright. I'll pass the potion to him then. I suppose you'll need this then and the bucket of scraps. Just remember, just don't do anything to try and not even piss him off. Just we need them to think that we're friends, and if not friends, we're not a threat.
Where are we trying to send them, or are we just trying to gain information?
If we start with if they know anything about Helden, then Helden, that might help us at the very least trying to find him. But the main goal is we need to try and convince them that there's not really anything for them here if he's dead or gone. See if they would be agreeable to returning to the woods and living more widely, even if you have to point out that if they go to the woods there'll be more game or food, more opportunity to hunt there.
Easy access for food. Okay.
So remember, they're territorial, and if they consider this their home, you might have to be delicate with it. Say we can go upstairs with you if you want, or we can wait down here. Just if it does turn bad, it's going to take us longer to get up there.
I would rather some backup.
Yeah, right.
We'll wait by the door.
Probably a
That's
bad
fine.
probably a bad idea, but because we're trying to do this peacefully, Cassian's going to try and take his plate armor off.
Oh no.
Because it's quieter, and if this goes to plan, there won't be a fight, and I would rather not piss them off and be in a bad situation.
All right.
Okay.
And yeah, just stash it in the bag of holding. Like, I'll still have my sword and shield, but yeah.
You could just
try
leave it on the floor downstairs.
and- throw it in the bag of holding, because it takes a bit to put it on and off. So unless we're going straight into a fight, I'm probably not going to put it back on until
Well,
later.
I guess me and Orion will wait downstairs.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Cassian and Drakmir make their way back up the ladder.
I will drink the potion.
Right, we'll start with Orion and Ivar. What are you guys doing downstairs?
Just wait to see if there's any trouble.
Standing next to the ladder, keeping an ear out.
Okay.
And once we're upstairs, while Drakmir prepares, Cassian's going to just try and scroll on a bit of parchment, just some rough dot points, so that if Drakmir gets lost, he can try and help him out without speaking.
Okay. All right, Drakmir, what are you up to? You've gone upstairs with Cassian.
I'm gonna set the bucket of meat down. I'm gonna drink the potion while holding my nose because it looks hard.
Right.
Or
You
my
have
stance, I
consumed
guess.
the potion of animal scent.
How does
Sweet.
it taste?
Horrible. Disgusting.
Chunky. Tastes chunky.
Any chunky liquid's just gross.
I then
This
pick
is
up
where I
the
get him
meat
to roll a
again.
con save to see if he gets immediately knocked out. No. Yeah, it's chunky. Right. You don't feel
pick up
much
the-
different, but
Okay.
you have consumed the potion.
Cool. I will pick up the bucket again. I will take a deep breath, and then calmly walk in. I'm not trying to be quiet, but I'm walking slowly and calmly.
All right.
And maybe
Almost immediately as you enter, a pair of eyes blink open.
what time of day? Was
Head
it?
turns towards you. It is roughly around midday now.
Midday. Afternoon or morning?
So
Essentially.
Cassian will have walked
Midday,
in behind
about
him
lunch.
Cassian will have walked in behind him as well. All my shield and sword are on my back, and I'll have like, not bowed, but like dipped down a little bit with hands out in a gesture of like, I mean no harm, but I won't say anything, and I'm like a step back from Dracmir.
The one that has blinked at you tilts its head. Blinks again.
I lift up the bucket. Lunch?
Starts to sort of begin to unfurl its wings, sort of shaking its body around, shaking its butt around, almost like it's shaking the sleep out of itself. Then it just looks towards you. You are not Daddy!
No. I am looking for him. Do you know where he is?
You are not Daddy!
Give me a moment.
Noticeably, the one you are talking to, or the one that is awake, is quite discernibly smaller than the other two beside it.
Okay. I'm going to clear my throat in character. Calmly just back off a little bit from the smaller one in hopes that my clearing throat then woke up one of the other two.
All right, roll me a d20. Let's see how loud you were.
That's a 5.
So you weren't too loud.
I'll cough again.
You might want to do that. Go for another cough.
Roll again.
Roll again.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay.
Oh no.
What was supposed to be a fake cough turns up into a bit of a as you actually get something caught in your throat. A bug or a feather almost sort of makes its way down and you have to cough it out. Almost immediately the two larger owls wake up. Eyes blink. Heads tilt.
Sorry for disturbing you. I have brought food. We are looking for Halden, if you know anything about where he is. We're concerned for him.
The one on the left of the smaller owl speaks. You are not Halden. You are
No.
looking for Halden.
Yes.
Where do you look for Halden?
Cassian's going to very slowly reach it's like into a pocket where he had the parchment and slowly hold it up for Dracmir, where the first dot point I've written down is there's reports he might be dead. Do you know anything?
Out of character, to be honest, I was actually just going to be completely honest with them.
Let's just say, let's let Kalen roll with it. Let's let him roll with it.
The innkeeper next door, or the person in the building next door, has noticed that Halden hasn't been seen for 3 weeks, and most humans do not survive that long without food. So we came to make sure he was still okay. We cannot find him here.
Halden is not human. Halden is elfinkin. But we have not seen Halden.
My apologies, I
Not
meant
all.
humanoid.
While
When was the last time
we
you
have
saw
had to
him?
hunt for our own food. Sort of tilts his head. Roll me a persuasion check, please.
Persuasion. Persuasion. That is a 17.
Okay.
I will also like put the bucket down as far as like my arm can reach without actually getting closer to them, and set it down, and then like
With a nod of the one on the right of the child hops off and begins to approach the bucket and start pecking at it.
I will
We
sit down.
appreciate your meal for us. It is strange that you can understand us, Drakenkin.
It's- You know my kind?
It is very easy to determine looking at you, no?
I would have
Being
assumed
mistaken as a
so,
lizard folk.
but most people I've met thus far haven't known much about my kind.
I cannot say any much about your kind either, other than the rumors and the mystery I have heard about the Dragonkin.
Mystery?
Well, they were once within the realm of Arcwyn, and now nobody has seen any in 100 years.
Until me.
Until you. It sort of nods.
Have you
The
seen
one on the
any-
left, sort of steps up. Alden went into the forest. It is where he found the wing sort of uncurls a little bit and points towards the younger owl eating our youngling and nurtured it. It is why we have roosted here. He has
What
not
happened
come
in the
back.
forest?
We do not know. We look for him each night. But we have not found him.
Sorry, give me a second. Sorry.
You're fine. Take as much time as you need. Formulate your thoughts.
The people in the inn have been losing sleep, so they sent us here to investigate. Upon finding you here, we are aware that you deserve a home as much as anyone else. Is the forest still a safe home for you?
The faces sort of scrunch up a little bit. And the one on the left responds. We can return back to the forest, yes, but Alden looked after us, and so we were looking after him. His place of living, his home, his roost. But if what you say is true and Alden is not returning, then perhaps we can make our way back into the forest. Our young is nearing old enough to fly now.
It would bring some peace to the people in the house next door. My friends believe that Helden may be dead.
Roll me an animal handling with advantage because you got the potion.
Yep. I am so glad for advantage. Animal handling. That is a 12.
12, okay. The noise is probably us coming and going. We leave at about
Yes.
dusk. We return at dawn. We attempt to look for Halden within the woods. But the young cannot fly, and so perhaps he's making noise throughout the night. waking the humans from the sleep.
Yes.
If you can confirm to us that Halden is dead, we shall move. But we must guard his roots until he returns.
You have my word that we will find out what happened to him.
But I thought he said.
Oh, what? Sorry. Yep, go. If they say something else, I stop.
Looks at the female, the one on the right. Sort of nods her head back and speaks. Oddly, we believe you, Dragonkin.
Give me a second while I think of a very good answer. Totally a very good answer. I will leave with you something that is very precious to me, if you promise not to consume it. As a show of
Perhaps
faith.
something consumable is not the best idea with...
Yeah, that's
He
fair.
points a feather towards the one trying to eat the bucket on the ground instead of the meat. With our young with us. Nothing small, like a stone.
They can have Orion.
Hey.
I'm not sure what I can offer to prove the quality of my word.
We trust your word, Dragonkin.
Can
You have not lied to us.
Cassian understand Drachmir?
Ooh, good question.
Because I am getting to the point where I'm about to explain that I won't be able to talk to them again like this unless they understand common or something. But I've not
I'm
gotten there
more
yet.
going about the part about you offering something as a show of faith that's valuable to you. If I can understand you,
Yes,
I
I
can
would say Cassian can indeed understand Drachmir.
trust my
help.
word.
Cassian very slowly is going to remove his spear and sort of like palms up, hold it up to Drachmir. You might be able to offer this as a show of faith. This is very important to me in my faith.
I will slowly grab it and like two-handedly like palm up, offer it as if to like lay it down. My friend offers his weapon as a show of faith.
Will your friend not need their weapon?
He does have another weapon, but this one is what's the word?
Sentimental.
Sentimental. I was going to say holds importance. Holds importance to his faith under Apollo. Wait, do I know that it's under Apollo?
Yeah, I've mentioned Apollo multiple
Okay,
times.
cool. Yeah, under Apollo.
He does have a tendency in fights to scream, "The love of Apollo!"
Just wanted to make sure.
And
By the light of Apollo!
I also mentioned downstairs when I was speaking about having cast augury that Apollo had given me
Apollo.
direction.
Yeah, true. I just wanted to make sure.
Trapman's just conked out for most of anything.
Appreciate the token of your faith with us.
Before we leave and start investigating whatever happened to Helden, the only reason why I'm able to commune with you is because of magic. I drank a potion that allows me to speak with you. Do you understand our normal tongue?
We can understand meaning of what it is you speak, but we cannot understand the words. We are able to glean meaning from you, your body, and your tone, but we cannot understand the words. You will not be able to understand us either.
Give me a second. My rock, my lucky rock. Wait, no.
Yes.
Always hits its target. Is that like something that's I can recognize it from other rocks?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure because all it says is it's a regular rock, except it always hits its target. There is a reason for this. I'm gonna pull the rock out. I'm gonna set it down. I will leave this rock here. When I come back, I will draw, and I will draw on the ground now, a circle. If we found his body and he is dead. If you understand what I mean by that, when we return, if you give me the rock, then I understand. Then I know that you understand, and know that you will return to the forest.
We understand. Give you the rock. He is dead. We go back to forest.
Yep. So out of character, just to clarify, because I didn't fully hear what you said at the very start. Did they say they give me the rock? He is dead?
They will give you the rock and go back to the
Yep.
forest.
Yeah.
If you signal that he is dead.
Yeah, because then, yeah. Yeah. I believe that's all I need to do. Very
Yep.
well then. We will go investigate and we will return as soon as we can.
Julio?
I will calmly, slowly rise since I sat down and back out.
So noting this, Cassian will give like a respectful bow to them and then back out as well.
And just before I leave, I will turn back in advance, in case, since we won't be able to talk again. I'm sorry for your loss if he is dead. And then I will continue.
I sort of nod. And I usually leave, but not maliciously. Alright. Well done. What are you guys doing? Drachmir's going to convey this information.
Drachmir conveys and then collapses onto whatever seat there may be and takes a deep breath.
Okay, so how's Drachmir conveying it?
Hell, Drachmir.
Succinct, brief, to the point.
Give us an example.
Not getting out of it.
Drank potion, talk to owls, Halden gone, baby young, causing noise. Give me a second.
Is this your notes?
No.
Did Drachmir break?
Just,
No, I said
Caleb,
short,
just
concise, to the
talk
point.
to Cassie and Ivar, Orion, etc., and just say what happened.
You got this, mate.
Oh my goodness.
Just need to repeat what happened.
I spoke to the owls. They haven't seen Halden for about the same time that the innkeeper has either. They've been looking for him every night. I think there's the young one, there's a child essentially. And I think they've been causing the noise, but they won't leave until they know what happened to Halden. So I gave them my word that we would find out what happened.
Hey, suppose we need to find some more solid leads about where he was gathering wood in the forest. Or at the very least try and find
Innkeeper-
find any sort
The
of...
innkeeper may have an idea on where he might have went.
Yeah, say that, or we need to find out if there's any information around here that might help us.
Would there be other lumberjacks?
There may be, but we don't know what company he belonged to, or whereabouts of the woods he went to.
Well, do we even know that he was a part of a company? He kind of just sounded like he did it by himself.
Oh, we don't know anything. I suppose the first thing we need to do is we should probably check around here. Based on the state of this house, as Ira said earlier, it's very out of character for that food to have been left there. So in the off chance that something did happen here and they've been able to conceal it well, might pay to check the downstairs, or we might be able to check the office. Now that we've spoken with the owls, hopefully it won't be as big a problem. See if we can get any leads, see if there's any notes on if he's gone anywhere, and if so, where he might have gone on a usual errand to collect wood.
Fuck's sake, get your tail away from me, cat. Sorry.
Wait, there's a cat in this room?
he's sticking his tail up my fucking nose practically. He's a fucking douchebag.
Is there an axe anywhere?
Yes.
Oh, shit,
Is there
he
like
didn't
a-
take it with him?
Yeah, I know, that was my first thought, is the fact that if he didn't have his axe, he's gone lumberjacking. And that's when it's happened. Is there like a day bag, so to speak? Like a bag or pack or something that you would think that he would take with him for like food provisions?
There is basically a rucksack. On the wall as you enter the room, right next to the door, there is a array of tools, a saw, an axe, etc. As well as a rucksack hanging on the wall.
Yes.
And yet the door was locked.
Mm,
People lock their doors
Um,
when they're at home, man.
yeah. But you don't vanish and the door's locked.
So I have this ability, right, as part of the seven-fingered key, where while holding the key once per day, you have advantage on wisdom perception checks to detect hidden doors, secret compartments, or concealed passages within 30 feet. Would I
You
be able
sure
to do that perception check?
Sure, roll me a perception check.
Entirely possible. There's nothing here. That is perception 17.
There is nothing there.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Just wanted to make sure. As much as possible. There's not much else I can think of that would actually indicate.
Alright, what are you guys doing?
I suppose everything he would have taken if he'd gone out in the woods is here, so the chances that he's gone on a job are starting to look pretty bleak. Might pay to try and find a journal or something, see if there's any notes on maybe something he was involved with or afraid of. By the state of the house, it certainly seems like either he ran in a hurry, well, not necessarily a hurry because there's no signs of it, but either he left or someone's taken him and they're very good at covering the tracks.
You reckon he could have left?
Based on what little we know of him, I don't see why he would. Not without any of his equipment, or even without the owls knowing. There's no signs of a struggle, so if someone came in here and took him, they're damn good at it.
Or he's left willingly in the middle of his meal without taking any of his gear?
That too.
But what reason would he have to do that?
I think you find there's many a good reason. They might have. There might be someone close to him. They might have had a hostage. Might have threatened the birds.
He could have very easily been manipulated out of the house. That we won't be able to find without the journal first,
So as much as
as
I don't,
Cassian mentioned.
as much as I don't want to go up there and intrude on the owls anymore, we might have to check the office or check down here and find a journal or something, just to get any information on anything he might have been involved in.
I think it's best we look around down here, and Drakemere goes upstairs.
I'll head back upstairs.
As soon as he goes, Cassian's gonna catch him. You want company up there, or you reckon you'll be fine? I don't think
I'll be
I don't think we'll ever fight anymore, but it's up to you.
I'll be right.
You putting your armor back on, Cassian, or are you just chilling?
No, not at this moment. There's no reason to. We're not expecting a fight.
Yep.
If we're gonna go adventuring somewhere, then yes. But while we're searching the house, there's no reason to.
No worries. Alright, roll me some perception checks. Drakemere and one of you downstairs.
I
Trust
will
roll.
Investigation, sorry, not perception.
I will roll investigation. Unless Orion wants to.
14.
Fine.
So this isn't Cassian's
Okay.
area. This isn't my area of expertise. So Cassian would help someone, but definitely not lead this.
22.
22. Doesn't appear to be much in the way of a journal downstairs. However, there does appear to be a water dish on the ground, beside the table. Other than that, not too much really of note.
He kept another animal.
That is no longer here.
Drakemere, what did you roll?
And then
14.
14. Searching through his office area, there is a journal, laying flat open on the desk. Assuming you would like to read it. It contains very neat handwriting that contains care notes for his owls, feeding schedules, as well as at the top of the page, a short paragraph about the treatment that which he gave the owling to bring it back to health.
Is that it? It's just about.
That's what's open. That's what's on the open page.
Yeah, I'll give it a quick flick through.
As you flick to the next page, it details care and treatment for a dog, a young pup, with a specific note that the dog really, really enjoys chicken noodle stew. And then a further note that just says teleports ?
I look as soon as I knew there was a bowl, I was like, I really hope he didn't end up with that.
Has he been nabbed by a little pet that he had?
Possibly.
Of course.
Alright, well, I'll take the book. I'll have a quick glance to see if there's anything else of importance in the room that might be useful.
Doesn't appear to be anything else, really.
No. Do I even recognize what that might indicate as Drakemere?
Roll me a intelligence check.
15?
You remember
assuming
conversations
just-
with Diana where she was talking of creatures, specifically magical creatures, and there was conversation you had that there was a dog that was known to teleport, known as a blink dog, often kept as pets within some of the upper class societies of Arcwyn. as well as there were a few known wild ones.
Okay, I'll take the book down. And then, as I'm coming down, I've stepped off the ladder. I'm walking out. I'm looking at the book. Hey guys, I think he may have had a dog.
Yes, we just found a water dish.
Say anything about what sort of dog it would be? We're talking just like a domesticated dog, or
I'll hand the book over on that same page where I've read the notes. I think if you have a look, I think it could teleport. I think it might be a blink dog.
A blink dog.
Does the term
Yes.
blink dog mean anything to anyone else?
Roll me a history check.
I will
all three
roll.
of you.
Is this a Fae thing?
Yes.
I will roll with advantage.
Oh, that was really good, but
Hey.
it was cocked.
Orion, you have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
You said history?
Yep.
That's an 11.
I was
Never heard of it either.
I had a
Shit,
I
okay.
had a 19, but it was cocked. But I'll take the natural 20.
You had a very low DC anyway, so it would have wasted a natural 20, but I won't tell you that. You are familiar with a blink dog. You have seen one when you were younger, when you were visiting a relative in Harlington in Portshire.
From what I know of them, would I know if it's possible for it to teleport with someone, or is this just it teleports?
From what you know of them, it's an it teleports.
Well, blink dogs, I've seen one before, so someone I know has one. As far as I'm aware, though, if it's teleported somewhere, it couldn't take him with it. So unless it's gone somewhere and he's run around looking for it and died somewhere. Outside of
I
that,
have another question. Sorry, you finish first.
Yeah, outside of that, I don't think the dog could have been involved in anything to do with him unless it was the reason he left to find it.
I suppose he ran out looking for it.
It's possible.
Is there any way of stopping it from teleporting?
Would
As
I,
in, could someone have taken the dog?
would I know this?
Sorry, what was the question?
Is there any way to stop it from teleporting?
He's asked if someone might have been able to kidnap it if they could stop it from teleporting.
Roll me an Arcana check.
11.
I mean, you've only ever seen it teleport. You've never seen it stop teleporting.
I mean, with magic theoretically, but nowhere that I know of. I haven't had a lot of experience with them. I've seen one. I can't say I've researched or dealt with them outside of that.
Okay.
Out of character question. Did we find a key?
A
In this
key
house?
to the house?
Yeah, key to the house.
No.
No. Okay.
Nope.
My thinking being, if we found a key, he hasn't locked the house from the outside. But
Unless he's
Yeah.
got two sets of keys.
Do you mention this?
yeah,
Or
well, no, it'd be common knowledge then, wouldn't it? If we've not found a key.
well, I mean, you're
Well,
the
no
one.
one's brought it up until
say,
now, so it'd be a great thing to
say-
talk about.
So you're the one that asked. So, is this something you bring up?
Role play time.
There's no key either, so my assumption is he's left himself as well.
It's certainly seems either way. But with the lack of gear, if he's left, it hasn't been for a job.
Left without a key. Means he was leaving the house.
Yeah, he's got the key, so it
Half-eaten food.
From the information we've got, I think it's a safe bet the dog may have teleported out and he's been mid-meal, rushed out, locked the house. The question then is, if he's gone looking for the dog, why hasn't he come back?
I think it would also be worth finding out if there's a group of lumberjacks or if it was just him by himself. Because if there's a group of lumberjacks, surely they would have known, realized he was missing.
Yeah, it's certainly possible. At least we've got some information. We need to be asking around if anyone's seen a dog or if anyone saw him looking for a dog. Can ask the lumberjacks if they know anything either. Maybe he spoke to them. We can ask
Be an idea to start at the tavern.
So we can ask the innkeep, but I imagine if he'd spoken to them about it, they might have known something or told us in advance. Maybe it slipped their mind, I don't know. But I mean, it's worth a question at the very least.
He'll at least know any of the lumberjack companies.
Yeah, that too, yeah. Worst case scenario, we can give him an update that the birds aren't going to be gone tonight, but we have a lead and we have an understanding with him. We can't get him to go, but we need to find Halden first, alive or dead.
Do you think we can convince him not to deal with the birds himself?
I hope so. I mean, we stopped the town from turning on its own when a dictator was involved. Who knows? Maybe we can get an innkeep to stay his hand a couple of days while we try and find a peaceful solution.
I may have to.
I don't really have any other choices. We don't have a lot to go on here. Probably would have been easier if he'd gone out on a job. At least then we would have been able to find a general area of the forest. But if he's wandering around the town or further, then he could be anywhere.
Especially if he'd ended up chasing that dog into the woods.
I mean, if he worked in the woods, you'd hope he'd be aware of the dangers of it, but people with pets aren't always thinking straight.
Especially dangerous ones like these.
From what I know, blink dogs aren't dangerous per se. It's just because of the magical nature and the teleporting, they can be a bit more difficult to keep, but a lot of rich families have them. They're not particularly dangerous.
I'm talking about the giant owls.
Even those, from what I know, because they've bonded to him and he has an understanding with them, he's their carer, he's their home. To him, they're not really a threat. It's if other people come in here without him around, that's when the problem comes around. So I mean, from the creatures he keeps, I wouldn't say that he's a threat from what he has in this house. It's just you wouldn't want to be an outsider coming in uninvited.
All right, gonna push you guys. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna talk to the tavern keeper.
All right, you head next doors back to the what did you guys call it earlier? The string bean, the thin bean, and speak to the tavern keeper.
Yep, they still very busy.
Julius?
Or it looks like he's easy to get.
Pretty quiet at the moment. Starting to pick back up for lunch.
Yeah, I'll try walk up to the bar and try and wave him over.
Doesn't take long, and he comes back around. Give us sort of a nod. How's it going?
I mean, we got good news and I mean not bad news, but through the use of some magical items, we've had a conversation with the giant owls in there. We have an understanding. We have an
Explains the noise.
Yeah, we have an understanding with them. I can't guarantee they'll be gone in the next couple of days, but as far as we know, Halden's definitely missing. I've divined with my guard Apollo. All the information we have points that he's probably dead. Due to the nature of the owls, he is their keeper. They're not going to just willingly leave their place of refuge with him. However, we have an understanding with him. If we can find Hardin and confirm he's alive, then he'll come back and deal with the situation. Or if he is dead, they are willing to leave. So there's that. So depending on if you're okay with the fact that this may not be a today fix, we have a lead. We have a way to solve this. I suppose for now we just need any information on Hardin or his whereabouts. From what we can tell, he had a blink dog. The house is very neat. It says a lot about a man, but there's all of his equipment's been left behind. The keys aren't there, so he's definitely left and locked the house behind him. However, he's left mid-meal and there's it's rotted. It's definitely been there for a while. Looks like the dog may have gotten out and maybe he's gone looking for it. Whether you've heard anything about.
Didn't even know he had a fucking dog.
Wouldn't have heard any information about a teleporting dog around town.
Teleporting fucking dog. No.
Well, even do you know, did he work alone, or was he had associates in the milling trades, lumberjacks, or part of an organization? Someone
No.
might be able to...
Old Howden worked alone, unfortunately. Look, he was an interesting fella. Quite liked him myself, but wasn't the best with people. Preferred his animals. So, no, didn't really have anyone he worked with. Did his own lumber, sold his own lumber, sold his own furniture. Carpenter as well, you see. So, no.
No one around that he spoke of or that you might be aware of? Any family, friends, connections, or anyone we might be able to speak to that might have known he might have gone to for help?
Look, unfortunately, if he had any of those, I probably would have noticed he's been gone for 3 weeks. No. The closest he came was us here when he came for a drink or a meal. Didn't mind his solitude.
When it comes to these magical creatures, then, is there anyone in town we might be able to speak to, or an expert if word of something like this had gone out? Do you know where we might go to try and find information, or someone who might be able to point us in the direction of a rumor?
Oh, I'm getting no fucking clue. The consortium, I'd say, try in there. Good luck getting in.
Well, if we mention that demand's missing, do you reckon this might be something they might be willing to help us with, even if they don't let us in?
Look, possible, but I don't fucking know.
Either way, thank you for the information. Just from around town, not from around here, so we're trying to figure out where shit is.
Can I insight check him about whether or not he's actually telling us everything he knows?
Sure, go for
it. 17.
As brash and rash as this dwarf may seem, seems to be fairly truthful.
Okay.
As vulgar as his language may be, seems that he is speaking the truth as he knows it.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, is this an arrangement that you'd be okay with them? Even if you're gonna let your patrons know that the noise may continue for a night or two, hopefully not much longer, but we
It's
are
been going on for about a month. They won't care. Another few nights. Missus can live.
That's fine.
I put the job listing up about a week ago. Fucking who cares? Give it a couple more days. If you can sort it out, that'd be amazing.
That's very much appreciated. We're very much committed to trying to solve this, but we'd ideally be able to do it without harming the birds. They are very wonderful creatures, and especially after conversing with them, it seems they would be very much agreeable to leaving if we can confirm that their place of refuge may have moved on. Either way, we'll keep you posted if we find any more advancements in this, or if we're going to go out of town to find him. We'll let you know either way. At least then you're on the same page as we are.
Yeah, okay. Look, Halden always went towards Embermount for his wood, I believe. Don't know how deep he went, but he always made sure to knock off the old dying trees rather than cut down any living ones. He cared about the forest and all that kind of shite, but I don't think I could be much more useful than that.
I mean, even that's very much helpful, because we know only what we were able to glean from his house. Well, I suppose we'll head to the consortium then. As I said, we'll let you know if we find anything or any further leads in this. We'll try and get this solved as quick as we can for you.
Well, thank you very much.
Just nod my head and turn to the rest of the party and I suppose leave unless they have anything further.
I think we do.
Huh?
Well, I suppose we head to the consortium.
Guess we're going to the consortium.
All right. You head towards the consortium. The entrance is
Do we
blocked.
go through the market town?
You can, yes.
Yes. I just want to have a look at the job board.
Yep.
To see if there's any jobs regarding missing pets, exotic pets, or missing people.
All right. Have a look at the jobs board.
Smart man.
Roll me an investigation check.
Do one of you want to help out in looking for this sort of thing?
Yeah.
I'll help out.
That's good, because I got a nat 1. So
I
I
remember-
got a natural 20.
I remember Caleb mentioning
Yeah.
that there's a.
Oh, you're
notice for a
helping, so he
missing
rolls
person?
with advantage. That's
Yeah.
how that's
Okay.
working.
That's how that works.
Sorry, waste of a nat
That's
20,
fine.
but
Yeah.
It's okay.
Natural 20 and giving Drakemere an advantage.
It's okay, Orion, because I got the next best thing as a natural 20.
And I'm telling
Yeah, I want to point
natural
out.
2.
Investigation.
I assumed
that's a
he just
21.
had advantage. I rolled for fun.
What a
21.
waste.
21. Looking at the jobs board, there's a couple of ones about pets. There was a cat climbing a tree. Looked quite old. Looking a bit deeper and actually going through some of the ones that look like they've been there for months. Quarters, perhaps even years. There are about 2 or 3 posts about missing pets and a handful of posts about missing people. Quite
Alright.
old.
I know we're not allowed to take more jobs from the board. Can I get either myself or one of the party members to write down pretty much all the information from each of those jobs, so we can look back at it?
You could
So-
copy them down in about 30 minutes, yeah, or you could take the listings. Considering they are quite old, you think it'll probably be okay?
Just to be safe, I'm going to copy it down.
Righto.
So as he does this and we help him, there's nothing within the time frame of, or is there anything in the time frame of what we've been informed Halden's missing,
Like 3
or
weeks.
like give or take a week or 2?
No, not within the last 2 or 3 weeks.
What about, like, in the forest? What was the place that they said, that kind of area? Is there
Ember-
anything about that kind of area of the
Towards
forest?
Embermount.
Few listings on the board include foraging the forest for mushrooms, foraging the forest for flowers, for herbs. One that asked to go into the forest with them to help them find a wolf. But other than that, nothing about any specific areas within forests.
I guess I'll jot down the notes of the one with the wolf just to be safe, just in case.
I'm not saying you shouldn't have jotted down everything. I was just trying to clarify if there was anything, as we know.
No. It was a good idea for 3 or 4 weeks as well.
No,
in
I'm not
particular,
saying
that's
like.
a good idea as
I'm
well.
not saying as you were noting all of them. Obviously, we would have had to read them, or was there anything relevant? But yeah, Drachmir should still have noted everything as you were asking.
Yeah. I kind of just wanted to make sure that we had copies of it for specific information, because especially when we're dealing with something like this, which is more mystery sort of level, you definitely want like time and key information, which I don't trust Drachmir on a roll to remember.
You do
cool.
have.
I'll just jot all that down
I do
then.
believe you have the best intelligence out of everyone. So
Yes, I do, but I
that's
have horrible
not fair
rolls.
on Drachmir.
no, but Drachmir has horrible rolls.
So
You shouldn't generalize your rolls. Just get new dice.
Okay, hold on. Let me roll my black dice that's been rolling horrible for me.
Yep.
Okay, and now it rolls an 18. So stuff you.
Told you.
But yes, I suppose having done this, we'll go to the consortium. We'll get stopped, and if we have to, we'll talk to the guards.
You do get stopped by the guards. Raised eyebrow.
What time of day is it at this point?
Probably around. It's about midday, so about 12:31 in that
Hey.
range.
Same
How's
guard
little
as
Jimmy?
same guard as the other day, or different guard?
Different guard. This is a female halfling.
Hey, good day. Sorry to bother you. We know we're not allowed in, but we're just wondering whether we might be able to get some information or help. There's been reports of we're investigating a disturbance, and we've come across a potential missing person. As far as we can tell, he's left his house in a rush trying to chase after potentially a blink dog. No one we've talked to seems to know anything. He's been gone for 3 weeks. Information leads us to believe he might be dead. We're just trying to resolve the situation. Told that no one else knows anything. You guys might know something that no one else does.
The guard sort of looks intrigued, looks interested. I will love. I can't say I've heard much about this, but do you have any of your information written down?
I don't believe we
If
have.
you got some written down information, then perhaps I can pass it along. Hi, little Jimmy.
I don't believe we do. So Cassian's going to take a note and write down everything relevant from,
Didn't fucking Drachmir just write down a whole bunch of shit?
He wrote down
the jobs that
the
were on the
post.
board that
So,
may or
okay,
may not
okay.
be
relevant
linked.
to what we're doing. We'll note down, Heldon, he's a lumberjack. This is where he's known to have gone. We believe he has a blink dog. Evidence at the house suggests that the dog may have escaped. He's left halfway through a meal, out of character. He's been gone for 3 weeks. No one knows anything. We're looking for any sort of leads to track down either the dog or him. Preferably him.
Yep.
And just everything relevant that we've just discovered.
Righto. You take 10-15 minutes, write down that.
So pass to her. This is all the information we seem to have at the moment. If this is going to be quick, we're happy to wait here for a word, or if not, we are currently staying at the last resort. If you want to send someone over, or whether you want us to come back tomorrow.
Look, I'll have a look into it for you, love. I'll send someone to the last resort if we've got anything, okay?
Just as a general idea, do you know rough time frame, like something we might get tomorrow, or hang around town?
Look, I'll be honest with you. It entirely depends on who is currently in.
So what you're saying is for probably just to be safe for the next week, we probably shouldn't stray too far from the town.
Oh, sorry to break it to you, but looking at potentially 2 weeks to a month, I don't think many are around the consortium at the moment. Sorry. I'm assuming, yes, you're after the Black Wake.
Sorry, I wouldn't know. We're still we're new to the area, still trying to get our footing. It's just
Okay.
This is all related. The missing gentleman had some creatures in his care that are causing a bit of problem, and through the use of magic, we've been able to speak to them, and we're trying to resolve the situation. We've spoken to the innkeeper, and he's happy to wait, but is there anyone else we might better talk to? I don't know. 2 weeks might be stretching the good graces of our clients here.
Look, apologies, but the consortium has this thing that they do every year, and unfortunately, it's that time of year. Most will be gone for the month.
That's understandable. I'm talking even around the rest of Seavale, even rumors of anyone who might be able to help us, point us in a direction at least.
You said he was a lumberjack. I'd suggest maybe asking around some of the other lumberjacks. The market town, some of the vendors there have a keen eye. The port even, but sorry, nobody really springs to mind.
A lot of the lumberjacks, are they like individuals, or is there like a collective or a group, that we might be able to seek out?
Well, there is a sort of group within the consortium, but most of them are gone. No. Look, there's a big lumber field between here, so south of here, between here and Dunsworth. In the Verdant Thicket a little bit. Sorry, I'm not the best person to really be asking these sorts of questions. I could ask little Jimmy when he gets back. He seems to know, he knows quite a bit about the town, but otherwise ask around the market.
Yeah, well, thank you for your time anyway. I say any information's beneficial. As I said, we're new to the area, so any help's better than none, so I thank you for that.
All right.
I was heading back to the party. Well, I suppose we best spend probably the rest of the day trying to ask around the market, trying to just talk to anyone we can find, vendors, shop owners. Hell, if it comes to it, just anyone on the street. See if anyone knows anything. If that doesn't work, we can head to the port. So like we got many other leads at the moment.
Would it be worth asking the people that put those other job openings on that I've written down to see if they know anything that might be relevant?
I mean, at this point, we don't have any leads outside of we know he was probably chasing after his dog. So, I mean, any information we can get from anyone's going to help us here. I suppose might be worth splitting up, getting Ivar and I have a stone so we can communicate. So whether someone wants to go with Ivar and we can, or someone wants to go with me, and then one party can try and cruise around the market talking to vendors and people, and the other can try and track down the job listings. Just try and cover as many people as we can. Then we'll meet up. Say as the sun sets, so let's meet up at Thin Bean again, grab some dinner, update our client, and then turn in.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So, plan of the attack for the afternoon is.
We'll split up. Ivar and Cassie and Drakmir and Orion can go one either way. I imagine whoever Drakmir goes with will track down the job listings, try and get any information we can from that, and whoever goes with Cassian will hit up the market district. Sorry, whoever is whichever party is not with Drakmir who has the list will go around vendors and just people around the market town and just talk to as many people as we can, get any information we can, and then as the sun sets, we'll meet up at the Finbane and compile.
Okay. Looking at the time, do we want to call it there for the evening?
If you like.
Probably.
Sure.
I think it's probably not a bad point to end.
No.
Because I don't
We're
think
just
we'll
about
get
to split
too
up,
much more
so-
done. Yeah.
Doesn't hurt.
Very, very good session.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I like that. That was good.
Drakmir may have been slightly smarter than he should have been, but we'll just
Drakmir
cruise
is-
past.
I think that's as smart as Drakmir should be,
I'll say-
if not even smarter.
I say, when you consider that the average person in this world will have a flat 10 on all of their stats, so if your stats are higher than a 10, you are above average. Drakmir is
Okay,
a
cool.
very intelligent being. He's not like, like the most
He's
scholar.
intelligent,
He's
not
not the most
wise.
scholarly person in the world, but he is definitely he is a few steps above average. And the
He's
re-
definitely
and the-
put in effort, especially recently. He's
Yeah.
exceedingly
Yeah.
fast
Like
learner.
I said, yeah, you got to remember when you look at stats, anything above a 10, you are above average.
Hey,
And the
Caleb,
further above,
Yep.
can I add a custom item as like a murder mystery or mystery book or something? Can I just have had read that? Because that's funny to me.
Like a murder, like as in an actual book? Or are you talking like an Agatha Christie? You've read just an Agatha Christie.
Like an Agatha Christie book, and then Dracomir's just read not much of common knowledge, read this book, and just has, and this is just a combination of Dracomir going, huh, some of this is kind of applicable.
Sure.
I think you give Drakmir very little credit. He
Yeah.
is intelligent, but when we met him, he wasn't very
yeah.
in tune with it. He wasn't knowledgeable.
Like that's what I said earlier.
He's intelligent. He just didn't have any knowledge.
Drakmir is naive.
Yeah.
He's not dumb. He just doesn't understand the world.
From
But
how you've played Drakmir until now, Drakmir has been an incredibly quick learner.
yeah,
That is
Stick
not
with
a
that.
bad thing.
which
Like, how,
which with your
how
back-
long did it take Drakmir to learn things when Ivar and Cassian and Boswell were all kind of just like going,
But again,
no, don't do that.
with your stats and your backstory, that actually works really well because you grew up with literally no understanding of normal society, but you are intelligent. So as you learn, your lack of intelligence isn't from a general lack of intelligence. It's just from a lack of understanding. So the more you learn to understand, Drakmir is a very
The more
smart.
Drakmir will shine,
yeah,
yes.
Drakmir is a very smart person.
Yeah, Kalen
It
is
shows that
somewhat.
he has an arc of he's gone from knowing nothing to I know how this works. I'm smart enough to figure this out.
Yeah.
Whereas, the rest of the party have very low intelligence scores. But
Yes.
Yeah.
But we-
Ivar's like
but we
biggest
have-
stats are like wisdom.
yeah, but because of our backstory, our intelligence is less from the fact that we are smart people and more from that we have grown up and have had to learn how the world works.
Yeah. Okay.
Which gives you a lot of roleplay potential because you're smart. You're learning to apply.
Everyone
your-
else's characters aren't exactly
Yeah.
like intelligent.
You're just learning to
Dracomir's
apply.
gonna get to a point. Dracomir's gonna get to a point where it's like in a situation where he's like, yeah, it's this, and I was like, huh? And
Yeah.
Dracomir's like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's this. What do you mean you
I,
don't know?
I read this in one of the books I
The
bought.
two
It's like
stupidest characters have the highest intelligence.
What's that? Sorry?
The two stupidest characters have the highest intelligence, Drakmir and Orion.
Yeah,
Oh,
which is
Ivar, I think, is a 10 from remembering, and I think Cassie might be an 11.
yeah, Cassian's
yeah,
at
but
11.
I lean on Ivar's wisdom more than anything.
I'd also
You
Yeah.
have experience, so does Cassian.
But
Yeah.
again, Cassian's got a 15 to wisdom, so Cassian is wise and
Yeah,
understanding.
I got a 16.
Cassian is learned, but he struggles to recall the information he knows because he's learned it, but he's only
Yeah.
very slightly above average.
Ivar's got a 16. He's
So,
a
yeah.
veteran. He knows what's going on, generally.
Yeah,
When
He's
it
pretty good
comes
with people,
to pretty
too.
basic things.
which just makes it really hard when I have to do any.
Well, he's got a flat
religion.
0 to charisma, which means he's pretty average with talking to people.
Yeah, I was like, I just
He's
struggle
not. He's
with religion because Cassian should know religion, but Cassian's got a +3, so, you know, he has the ability to recall religion if he can put 2 and 2 together in his head.
our traits have very well shaped our characters.
Yeah. Again, this was not how I intended Cassian when I rolled it, but it
Orion
actually
seems
works
to
really
be
well.
a clumsy anime can at times.
Well, I think that's just the way Kane designed his character.
Yeah, yeah. And Drachmir, I think, is starting to come into his own a little bit.
I
has
honestly
had a
think,
clear
Kaylin, you played
character
very,
arc.
very well tonight.
Yeah.
I'm
impressed.
impressed with
Okay, thank
Drachmir.
you.
Like, I
I-
really liked what you did with the birds, and
The ours was so good.
I know you didn't want to convey the information, but that's just something you gotta do sometimes.
Yeah, and again, Cassian's list was less about me
I
trying
was
to
a
guide
little
you as a
bit-
player and more, I was hoping that if it came to it, having a list of someone else might help you in, like, rolling. But we didn't need it.
I thought he was doing a good job, so that's why I was like, just let him roll it.
I was less...
Like, you can
I
take
was
as much time as you need, Kaylin. It's not about
Yeah.
time. It's about making sure
we're
you're
not, we're not,
comfortable
we're
with
not
it.
rushing through
I
it.
was like, I explained it poorly. I was less trying to help him in his roleplay and more hoping that if Cassian has a list of shit to help Drachmir, if it came down to it, could that be aid? But I explained that very poorly.
Yeah.
Because yes, Kaelin is very capable, and Drachmir's stats are very capable. I was just hoping that Cassian with no ability to understand what the fuck is going on,
I didn't write a single goddamn note tonight.
help. I can help you.
Yeah, that
But
was
yeah,
just like-
he rolled well and
that's what
didn't need
those
it. So
hours.
he rolled well and didn't need it, so it didn't matter.
I think one thing for you to work on, Kaylin, is talking to the party more. As in just like joining in those moments of roleplay with the
Yeah,
bartender or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
motherfucker, you'll talk to 3 birds in an attic, but you won't talk to us.
You're very good with the
That's
NPCs,
right.
but when you're getting pretty good with the NPCs, Kaylin. But when it's like in between like characters, it's like you have zoned out.
Nah, stuff you all.
I understand it's a tricky thing to try and get into the character while also talking to someone you already know.
Stuff you all. Drachmir, you are dead to Drachmir.
I thought we were good friends with Drake.
Yes,
I'll
I'll say
say
you-
you are.
I'll say, I do like, whether it's intentional or not, I do like what you're doing with Drachmir, because he does come across as being smarter every time he gets more information.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
Well, just keep
I
doing,
think- I
keep doing
don't
what you're
think
doing,
that's
because it...
I don't think that's bad.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing, because it's working really well. Like, I really like the fact that
Cool.
Drachmir was this bumbling oaf when you introduced him. Drachmir now has a lot to contribute.
I feel like the only time it felt out of place was when we did the first Christmas special.
Oh, and he triangulated out of nowhere. Even though he was bumping moron. That was
But that also
fucking
was like
strange.
episode 7.
See,
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was the
funnily
Christmas
enough.
special. A lot of shit happened in the Christmas special that probably shouldn't have happened from a
Yeah, like how
character
we
standpoint.
That
scoffed
was-
the cookies.
that was mostly me getting excited, being like, "Hey guys,
He's
actually, I know what this is.
so
I know what to do."
Yeah.
Who even has
I
a
like
compass?
Christmas
We
special.
still have
I
that
like
compass. Who
I
has
like
it?
how Drachmir's main upswing started.
Yeah, you
after
guys
the-
still do have that compass.
Yeah, who's got the compass? I think
I do.
I've
I'll say it. No,
We
But
haven't
since
really had
you
a need
guys-
for it.
I explained the compass a little bit too much. You guys have stopped using it, even though your characters still do mostly trust it.
I don't bring it up because Cassian
We haven't had
hasn't
a
had
need
any.
for it.
I don't bring it up because Cassian hasn't had really any.
Well, you don't have a
interaction
need
with
for it. Fucking bit. Locate Halden.
Yeah. There is
Oh,
an-
good point.
there's
that
a
didn't
need-
occur to me.
That's why I bring it up. I don't talk about it because Cassian has seen you guys have a compass, but I do not believe it has been used really since Cassian joined the party. All I know is,
We
oh,
used
these guys
it
have a
in the
compass.
labyrinth. We used it in the labyrinth.
Yeah, true.
Yes. We haven't really used it since.
I gotta be
I
honest,
forgot
I
about
did
it.
forget about it a little.
Yeah,
I
that's
just fully
what
forgot
happens.
about it.
That's why you gotta check your
like-
inventory.
There's a
for
lot.
something.
There's a lot of shit in our inventories which we just tend to forget about.
But there was
Oh,
also a
no,
part
I'm
over
always-
6 months where we haven't really played much D&D.
I'm always
Yes,
checking.
that's
So-
very true.
I'm always checking my inventory to see if I've got anything useful. The problem is,
Yeah,
what do
me
I
too.
have? Powder of Silence. Very useful, but like the situations we've had, I don't want to waste something like this on what
I'll
we've
do
been
myself
doing.
a favor and add a custom item just called Golden Compass. I knew I had it, I just don't remember it's there because I don't have it written as an item. Like when you asked, I immediately knew who had it. It was me.
Can I make a note on my spear? Customize, yes. Let's make a note that I do not currently have my spear.
I'm gonna end my recording and I'm gonna head to bed.